Hi folks, welcome to another video with me, Pritesh Patel. In this video I'm going to be giving you ideas of sources for blog content, places you could go to, tools you could use to help you create ideas for content for your blog or content hub, or publishing on your own website, wherever that might be. As always, you can find me on Twitter at PriteshPatel9. If you've got any questions regarding anything to do with digital marketing, any topics that you want me to cover in any future videos, do let me know. You could tweet me at PriteshPatel9 or head over to my website where you are now to submit any questions, and I'll happily cover them. So let's crack on. Sources for blog content. So the first place I would recommend is using your own Google Analytics account. So it's logging in. Hopefully you will have an analytics account that is more than 12 months old. So hopefully you've got a good length of period of data collected. If it's slightly a newer account with maybe only a couple of months worth of data, you may want to just hold fire. But hopefully if you're watching this video, you will have an account that's fairly old and collected enough data to mine and also analyze. So log into your Google Analytics. Second assumption is that you have got site search enabled. So this is tracking what people search for on the search box on your website. So you might have a little search box at the top of your website in the header area. You can set up analytics to track what people actually type in to that box, so you can then start capturing some of that information. You can use the site search report, export it into a spreadsheet, download it. You might find that the top 10, 20 are very generic, single keywords, but lower down, depending on the volume of search terms that you've collected, lower down is where real the golden nuggets are. They're the one or two search phrases that it doesn't matter about volume, it's about the actual search phrase, what has someone searched for, to kind of just dig into. Sometimes it starts to do with technical terms, maybe it's something to do with installation guidance, or maybe it's something to do with legislation, regulations, material, whatever it may be. This is the place where you're going to find what people are looking for on your website. Maybe they found it, maybe they haven't. If they haven't, you can use the site search percentage exit metric, so what percentage of users who search for that term and then left the site because obviously they didn't find what they're looking for, you need to then go away and publish that content. So if anyone in the future comes and looks for that same searching for that same search term, or looks for a very similar topic, you will have the content there for them to find. So look at what people are searching for currently on your website using the site search report. If it's not enabled, just do a quick Google how to enable site search in Google Analytics. It's so simple, but depending on the way your website's been built also, it might require a little bit of more development work. But anyway, site search report, absolute gold dust. Remember to drill right to the bottom. Don't just look at the top 10 or 20, get right down to the bottom where all the golden nuggets are. Very similar is your keyword report within Google Analytics. So if you go to acquisition, I think it's campaigns, and then it's all organic keywords. You'll want to mine that data as well. So what you want to do is, this is where you may find a larger volume of data. Now, you may find that 90%, or you will find that 90% of your keywords are encrypted, so you will see not provided at the top of your keyword report. However, there are still hundreds, maybe if not thousands, if you're looking at over 12 months, even 24 months, even better if you've got that long data, is to, again, start from the bottom. And then you may also want to filter that report by how. So filter all search terms that start with the word how, because these are now drilling into question-based questions, which you will then want to write content on that answers those questions. So how, what, can, who, where, when, all of these filter your keyword report. You could do a very quick, there's a little advanced find box on a keyword report where you'll just want to put how, and it will filter your keywords that contain how. You want to do that for each of these. Perfect, absolutely superb place to start with blog content, because you will find that people are searching for how to do this, how to do that, when do I need to do this, when do I need to do that, can I do this over this, can I choose this material over that material. It's an absolute perfect place to get blog content ideas, and you want to be thinking about whether you'll want to publish or produce that content as video content. Can it be an infographic? Can it be a video? Can it be a SlideShare presentation? Whatever it may be, but you've got a good place to start from by looking at what people are currently searching for, and then come to your website. You may also, just giving you one extra tip, is to look at the landing page. So what someone searched for and what page on your website did they actually land on? Does that page actually answer what they search? So if they've searched for, can I install X in Y, does that page actually answer that question? If it doesn't, produce a blog post, because what will happen next time is someone searches for that exact term is they'll more than likely land on your blog post, because Google will have indexed your blog post higher up than the current page where they're landing, where they're currently bouncing straight off. So look at your organic keyword report, look back 12, 24 months, and then start filtering by how, who, what, where, when, why, can, and other related keywords. So that's the first place. Two places to look in Google Analytics, which is site search and keywords. The second is inquiries via the web. Now, inquiries that come through your website will probably either get routed straight through to sales, customer service, commercial, whoever it might be. There's probably this very small chance that you're getting the inquiries, you as the marketer. What I would recommend is just to review some of the inquiries that are coming in through the website. And what you want to be doing is reading some of those inquiries. Some of them will be very specific, very detailed. Some of them might be more to do with trying to find information, but there may be a few inquiries here and there where you might think, okay, well, this actually is a really good inquiry. They're talking about some very specific topics. It would make a good blog post, or it would make a great Q&A video or something like that. So look at the inquiries that are currently coming through your website. The people that are inquiring through your website are also probably more than likely to have a need that's actually something in the future. So you may also want to just review some of those inquiries. Number 3 is keyword research tools. There's so many tools out there, but there are a few that I've just outlined there. So the first place I would recommend to go to is Ubersuggest. Now, it doesn't always sometimes work for us in the construction industry, because some of the terms that we're dealing with are very long tail queries. But however, again, going back to this how, who, what, where, when's, why's, you can use Ubersuggest to type in your product or your service and then start looking through the list. What Ubersuggest does is, when you're searching in Google, you get the little drop down box, which is the auto suggest box. Ubersuggest takes those suggestions and puts them into a nice alphabetical in alphabetical order, which you can then review and find, okay, there's some product plus dimensions. Okay, well, let's produce a page or some content piece on your website that has a guide to dimensions or a guide to performance ratings. Some helpful topics. I wouldn't say that there's lots and lots of ideas, but there'll be the one or two ideas that you can get from Ubersuggest. Second place is Hootsuite, so your social media platform. You want to do a keyword find, so look for all the tweets that contain a specific keyword which is related to your business or your product or your service. People will ask questions on Twitter, or on Facebook or on LinkedIn, and you want to be able to search and find and collate some of those questions for you to then start publishing content on. YouTube, don't forget, second largest search engine. So go onto YouTube and start searching for your product or your service or some keywords. And again, look at the drop down list, but also look at the titles which other people have, or other businesses, other publishers have titled their videos. You may want to produce a very similar piece of content but in text format or an infographic format. How can you kind of take some of these more popular videos and repurpose them, do something with them? They're obviously working well on YouTube. Are they working well in search engines? Is there a diverse range of content out there on the web? Also put on there SlideShare. SlideShare is a very good way of finding very niche, very technical pieces of content, because a lot of lecturers, a lot of professors, a lot of people who are in the academics side of construction, research, legislation, regulations, produce a lot of presentations because that's what they give and that's what they do. 9 times out of 10 they're on SlideShare. You will find some very interesting presentations on SlideShare where you can then turn around and say, okay, well, here's an interesting presentation that has had 10,000 views. Well, let's take some of that content, let's put our own opinions to it, let's make it a little bit more personal from our perspective, and produce a blog post. So look on SlideShare at some of the more popular presentations around whatever product, service area you're in. Number 4 is forums. So forums, and I always advocate for these 3 forums. From all the clients that I manage, all the websites and all the analytics accounts, these 3 forums always are up there in the top 10 referrals. And yet marketers spend very little time auditing these forums, having a good look through these forums, checking for brand mentions, looking for competitor mentions, even just related subjects around some of the products and services they provide. Do get into these 3 forums. DIY not. Absolutely, most popular forum I can think of which sends traffic to websites. Green building forum. So if you're in the green building space, if you provide products that are environmentally friendly, kind of in that green area, you will be wanting to have a look in this forum as well. The third one there is Screwfix community, huge forum. If your audience is the white van man, tradesman, the contractors, subbies, this is probably the place where they're talking about your products, your brand, or the areas or the projects that you want to get into. So get into these forums, have a good read through. You will find that your brand has already probably been mentioned or the service has already been mentioned. And the last one there is everyone other than marketing. So 9 times out of 10 you'll have a monthly marketing meeting where you'll have agency, PR, copywriters and marketing, and you'll bash out content ideas. Probably the worst people to actually come up with content ideas, because you'll end up writing content based on what you don't know. So I've seen this many times where marketers go, oh, let's produce this blog post. It's only because the marketers around that table haven't been made aware of it that they think it's a great idea. So the best places I would recommend is everyone other than marketing within your business and outside of your business. So customers, survey your customers. What are the biggest challenges they're about to face in the next 12 months, 24 months? Get some topics, some content ideas from your customers. Sales, they're talking to customers every single day. What are the common issues? Why are they ringing in? And have they visited the website to find that the answer to their particular question? If your sales and technical team are moaning about phones are always ringing, we're always busy answering these mundane questions, publish those questions on your website. 9 times out of 10, again, people will go to your website to probably find the answer to their question without having to pick up the phone. If they can't find the answer, that's when they'll pick up the phone and ring into your technical sales teams. Those answers are probably being asked time and time again, and the technical team are getting frustrated by answering the same questions every single day. So do something with those questions. Ask what those questions are from the sales, commercial, technical team and publish them on your website. Whether it's only a paragraph of text or a short video or whatever it may be, publish it, because that will help bring down the number of calls into technical. It'll allow them to spend a little bit more time on the bigger, better stuff. Operations, customer service, common FAQs. So if you have got an FAQ, current FAQ on your site, it's probably just one question and 2 lines of text. Well, take some of those more popular FAQs and turn them into more comprehensive answers and publish them on your blog or your knowledge center or your content hub. So hopefully that gives you some very, very quick ideas on where to get content ideas from. I love this quote by Dave Meerman Scott: "You are what you publish." So do publish good content, do publish valuable content, do check before you publish something that it's not already been published, and make sure what you're publishing is better than what's already out there. If it's on par, if it's already published before, then why should anyone visit your post or share your content over somebody else's? So hopefully that's been useful to you. Any questions, like I said at the start, do tweet me, do pop me an email, chat@priteshpatel.me, and until next time, thanks again.